Season 5 of The Score, the Team Roping Journal's podcast, where we cover the roping industry from top to bottom. This is where the Team Roping world talks. We talk through tough subjects, we talk big wins, and we talk real issues affecting the community. I'm your host and editor of the Team Roping Journal, Chelsea Schaffer. Hey everyone, this is Chelsea Schaffer. Welcome back to The Score. It feels like it's been a lifetime since we have visited. I think the last episode was with Andrew Ward and Buddy Hawkins, and somehow that was only about 2.5 weeks ago that we were in Reno, but it feels like a lifetime ago because we had a very long Cowboy Christmas run. So many rodeos have happened between Reno and Cowboy Christmas and now. So I wanted to look at the standings and think about who I should have on this episode today. And I mean, we certainly watched Caleb Driggers and Gina Nogueira have an amazing Cowboy Christmas run, the most amazing in the sport of team roping history. And so I've got some interviews with them, but I think you read a lot about them already on teamropingjournal.com. I just saw that they were the Cowboy Channel timed event athletes of the week because they broke the record for most money won over the 4th of July. They did so in a different payout structure than we've ever seen in team roping in professional rodeo. So, of course, it was a given that they completed an amazing feat during Cowboy Christmas. But as I was looking at the standings, I realized that Jonathan Torres is number 4 in the world with a little over 61,000 won. Now, Jonathan has not made the finals yet. He's roping with his brother, Josh, and he certainly had a huge year. He won San Antonio and picked up $20,000 with Lightning Aguilera. I think you probably heard them on this podcast at that time. But I wanted to visit with him separately because he's in a position he's never been at 4th in the world. He has had, he's won another $40,000 on top of that $20,000 he won at San Antonio. He hit good with his brother over Cowboy Christmas, and he's poised on the brink of having enough money won to make his first finals. I hate to ever put that juju speak that into the universe, but my old boss, Bob Welch, said he didn't believe in luck and he didn't believe in jinxes, so I try to remind myself of that when I'm reporting on this sort of thing. I'm excited for Jonathan, and he's excited, and we had an awesome visit this afternoon as he was kind of winding down, getting ready to head to some of the Great Lakes circuit rodeos that are kind of, a lot of the guys, there's kind of 2 different routes that people will take this week. Some people will go to Vernal, they go to Elko, Nevada, and then they go to Estes Park. And a few other teams head off to the Great Lakes and go to Spooner and the rodeos in the Great Lakes circuit before they head to Casper and Sheridan and then Calgary next week. So this is a catch-up in early July with Jonathan Torres. He, everybody's excited for these kids. He's got his brother who has 20,000 less won than him because he did not get into San Antonio. He's at 13th in the world, so he's also on the cusp, but he has got a lot more ground to make up. So in this interview, you're going to learn what Jonathan's game plan is for the next few weeks, next few months, how he's going to stay hooked, what he thinks he needs to win to get his brother in, all that good stuff. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. I absolutely did. So have a great time listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Today's episode is brought to you by Weaver Leather. We're going to tell you about Weaver Leather's new partnership with Smarty at the commercial break.
Hello?
Hey, Jonathan. It's Chelsea with Team Roping Journal. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What are you doing?
Oh, shoot. Over here in South Dakota, we're just over here at Zanks, just hanging out until I go to these couple rodeos, Hamlin, Spooner, and stuff. So
I see. You're going to the Great Lakes.
Yeah, going over there to Hamill, Schooner, and I guess I'm going to go to Ellendale, North Dakota tomorrow night, too. I guess it's an unofficial rodeo over there. We're supposed to go to Wolf Point, too, but we got drawn up bad, so we had to turn out and get my rodeo back and stuff. So
I gotcha. You're taking the road less traveled over this week.
Yes. I ended up over here at Mandan on this side over here, so I'm not too far from these couple rodeos, but yeah, we're just going to go to those two. Everything else was kind of hard to work in, really. I mean, I entered Vernal for the last that didn't get it and stuff like that, so.
So you're skipping Estes and everything?
Yep, skipping Estes, skipping Elko and Vernal. All three just going to Hamill, Spooner, and Ellendale.
I gotcha. Well, do you have a few minutes to visit with me?
Yeah, sure.
So you are 4th in the world standings right now? Like,
yes, ma'am.
You were, like, quietly amazing over the last couple weeks. and now you've got your brother in the top 15. How do you feel? Like, that's a fairy tale.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty badass. Like I said, obviously, we won San Antonio. Me and Lightning did, because Josh didn't get in the first alternate, and then kind of had a good start. But me and Josh, we've won, I guess, enough for him to be in the top 15 now. But it feels great. We've been working at it and our horses are doing good. I feel like we got some, good enough horses that, helps us stay focused. And honestly, just entering, getting up good and just, mapping it all out, getting good runs at rodeos, and just, it feels great. Obviously with Josh, he's been doing a great job, and we've been just kind of working at it together and stuff. So it feels good to actually, win and like keep winning. You know what I mean? Like I said, obviously we're gonna try to keep winning, but obviously for both of us to make it. But no, it's cool. It's cool that he knows that I had already had a great chance to start. So he's obviously helping me get there. So hopefully I help him get there as well. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a badass. It's a great feeling. Obviously when you're winning, everything feels good, you know what I mean? But just like I said, just trying to stay focused and trying to get upright, and just it feels great, you know what I mean? So I just need to stay hooked.
Yeah. So you won good at Red Lodge. You did well at St. Paul.
St. Paul and Belfouche. We won. I guess we won second at Belfouche and second at Red Lodge and third at St. Paul. And I messed up a good one at Livingston, and then he messed up a couple over here in North Dakota and stuff. But yeah, it was sweet. It was good for us. So
yeah, you're at 61,000 right now. Are you even letting yourself for a second get excited, or are you...
honestly, it's hard to say, because, every time you talk to somebody, that's all they want to talk about. Not trying to be like, be like that, but I don't care, because I'm pretty easygoing about stuff like that, but definitely I think about it. I just try to tell myself that I just need to keep keep winning, just keep taking it steer for steer, and then let the rest kind of fall for itself. But really just trying to take every steer just one for one, and then just kind of like I said, just letting everything kind of fall into place after, and doing the best I can on that steer, and not worried about sometimes mentally we try to put the start putting runs like kind of telling ourselves what we're going to do, instead of just, just kind of trusting it, and just trusting your horse, and trusting, your ability, and trusting what you've been working at, and what, all these other things that go together. Just really, I don't know. Like I said, I try not to think about it too much. Just, kind of stay clear of mind. It is, I think, a lot out here, what's in between the ears. I guess we're traveling with Shea Carroll, and he said it the other day, just whoever's got the, best mentality, I guess it's in between the ears is, if you're, everybody ropes good out here. It's really, a lot of mental game. The mental game out here is crucial, and we've just been trying to try to stay a clear mind, you know what I mean? Like I said, just hope to draw good, and, hope to just do good, you know, when it's our time. So
yeah, for sure. Now,
So yeah, we've been buddying with Shay and Evan. They've done decent. Just same thing. I mean, it's good. We talked about it and stuff quite a bit. I mean, it's good to go with other guys that obviously, you know, been there and stuff before. And I guess we were in the top 15 one other time for a while, and kind of at the end that we didn't get in, like, no, you know, kind of 16th, 17th or whatever. So I know then that year I was a little more like, maybe a little more, I don't know, kind of worked up about it. Not in a bad way, but I don't know. Just never been in the spot before. I'm not saying I'm not experienced by no means now, but I'm just saying it. Like I said, we try not to just think about it or just, you know what I mean? I just try to, like I said, my goal, Driggers did tell me the other day, he said, $100,000. He said, if I can get $100,000 for sure, you know, I can get Josh in. That's, I mean, obviously like extra, but on even for my brother, because he's 20,000 behind me because of San Antonio.
Yeah.
But, I'm thinking if, you know, I can get to 100 and Josh can get to 80 or 79 or whatever, I feel like that's almost a guarantee. So honestly, that's the goal. And not even like huge, but in the mindset of somewhat get close to that, I think we're going to be okay, you know.
How's your rodeo count? My
rodeo count's good. Rodeo count's good. We've I think been to like 36 rodeos. So we're about almost halfway, I guess. Almost halfway. I guess one more or something would be halfway. But yeah, no, we're good. We got so then this week we go to 2. Other guys go to 4. So we're gonna even up kind of. If I'm ahead of them by 2, though, you know what I mean. Kind of, we'll get back even by next week or whatever. But no, I'm good on that. So we have it planned out. So we're we're good. So.
And what horses do you have with you right now? Who are you hauling?
We have Homer, and that's a 9-year-old that Josh trained, and then it's his sorrelhead horse, and then we got a yellow that we just got from Driggers a couple months ago before we come out here, and his name is Coyote, and he came from Jeff Leniken or whatever, but I guess we got him from Driggers. We bought him before we came. We had a 5-year-old that a 5-year-old that was good, but we ended up selling the Driggers to get this yellow because we need another rodeo horse. But we got those. That's 2. Homer's 9. He's a sorrelhead horse, and then Josh's yellow is Coyote. He's 15. And then I got Willie, which is my 6-year-old. It's the rope horse futurity deal on him. I won on him when he was 4 or whatever. So he's like the one I trained and stuff. So it's kind of cool to have him out here with me. And he's only 6, but I don't know. I just been riding him. It's been going fine. So I haven't changed much. And then I got a 14-year-old bay. His name's Ocho. And I rode him the other day at one rodeo. Like, I'm mainly practicing on him. And if I need him somewhere, I'm going to ride him. But that's the 2 I have out here with me right now. In a couple weeks, I think I'm going to get my black mare back out here. She's one I usually ride and stuff. But those are the 2 I have. The 4 we have with us right now.
Is your black mare rehabbing from something, or
no? She's not hurt, but I did just take her to Harvey to get swam and stuff actually for the next couple weeks. But she's fine. She's 15 years old. I had these other ones coming up and stuff, and we've been going to some fall rodeos. I had some green horses I was hauling, just kind of let her go, just let her hang out, and then brought her back. I mean, she got a little bit fat and stuff. She's never been hurt or nothing, but I just wasn't using her, and then kind of snuck up on me a little bit more, or a little bit sooner than I thought, kind of, to get her back, which, like I said, I was riding these other 2, so I was fine, but so just kind of a little bit behind on getting her back ready, but I want her maybe either take her to the Northwest, or even if I get her during Cheyenne and stuff, it's kind of what my plan is. So just to maybe get her back in the rig. So mainly I took the other bay because of California and stuff. When we went at first, when we left, our rig was out here, never came back, like before Reno or nothing. I knew I could use that other horse to practice and stuff on. So, and I was kind of letting her just hang out. But yeah, that's that. Maybe get her back out here in a couple weeks.
Sure. Now, who you said you talked to Driggers and he gave you some advice? Is anybody else giving you much advice right now about this time of year?
Like I said, I mean, we kind of, I guess, mainly, I mean, like I said, we talked to a bunch of, different people, and they just, I guess I messed up the other day at Greeley, and I missed, and I was texting Jay a little bit. I want to watch his run because his steer somewhat did what mine did, and he pulled it off, and I didn't, and he just told me, just don't worry about it, you know what I mean? You're in a good spot. Just, don't worry about it. Just no times is what you're worried about, obviously. We just can't have no times, but just he said that, but not like, we kind of talk like Shay and stuff. He's made it before, and he's, we don't, like I said, we don't just talk a bunch like about that, but yeah, just like I said, we just got to keep on doing our job and just, letting the rest kind of, go to good rodeos where a guy can go get money at, and just got to stay open sharp, just stay aggressive.
Yeah.
So, not a bunch, really. I haven't, a couple of my friends and stuff, we just kind of talk, you know what I mean? Just kind of, how much is it going to take, and this and that. Everybody just kind of stuff like that. But nothing too crazy yet. Like I said, hopefully I don't want to get too carried away too early,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break for a minute from this interview to talk about our partners at Smarty and Weaver Leather. Train with Smarty and ride with Synergy. Known for well-built gear that supports you and your equine athlete, Synergy by Weaver's premium materials and American craftsmanship work together in synergy with the latest technology for performance you can trust. With over 45 years of experience, Weaver Leather's rich heritage of fine craftsmanship pairs with Alan Bach's lifetime of first-hand experience to deliver hardworking tack you can depend on both in and out of the arena. Synergy by Weaver is backed by a no-risk 90-day test ride guarantee. The Weaver team is confident in every product that they make. If the product does not meet your expectations for any reason, simply return the item to the place of purchase within 90 days for a full refund. Check them out on social media at Weaver Leather and at Smarty the Steer. And stand by for more from Smarty and Weaver Leather throughout the year. Tell me a little about you and your brother's run. I have to admit, I don't watch the Cowboy channel. Like, I'm sure a lot of people who are, I watch it, but not every single night, like a lot of people who are listening to this podcast, and I am so grateful for them and for the Cowboy channel. But describe your run, because we've been talking to Caleb and Junior a ton, and they talk about their run. What does you and your brother's run look like?
Most of the time, Josh is going to be darn sure obviously trying to hit the barrier. And Josh is not known to be no bomber or nothing, but we're just trying to set our run up where the least amount of steps, where we can somehow set the steer up. For me, having them within the first quarter of the arena, and Buddy was talking about this the other day, a little bit when I was actually over there at Killdeer. We were talking about it, but before I left this year, I wanted to make sure I just started getting better hazes, like getting up there and setting the run up and stuff, and just setting our run up, hazing. For me, setting the run up better as in hazing. That was just trying to keep the steer within the first quarter of the arena, as what Buddy was saying the other day. It's less footsteps, obviously less time, but I had told myself, he said that, and I had told myself for this, I wanted to get better at my hazing, which ends up being that. And then he told me that the other day at Killdeer, and it all makes sense, kind of what we were trying to do. Just kind of broke it down a little bit more, and and just saying that the arena's broke up into 4 parts, keep it in the, if you're keep it in the first left box, first quarter of the square pretty much. And just because you get shorter steps, obviously shorter steps for the horse means, shorter time. And then it sets the run up better when the steer's stepping left for the head horse. They just pretty much, as long as they just got to get their head, and it's not so much of a change. Honestly, it's more of a rhythm, kind of stepping over there to the left. Everything's kind of out in front, and then the rhythm stays the same. I feel like that's the way you can finish the run. And obviously, fast as some other guys are fast with everybody else. So that's one thing we've been working on. So Josh, he backs in there. He likes to be sharp on the barrier, and he really don't he don't like to bomb, because he don't feel that confident yet. He's been getting a lot better at it, but honestly, he's been worried a bunch about seeing it start and riding across the line, and then, just worried about roping the horns. When the horns appear, just stick it on him, and he's just trying to feather him around there. And I try to, usually we can go down the arena a little bit farther, and if I heal him fast enough, we're always fast. We're always fast enough. So really, he likes to kind of drill the barrier and set the run up, two coals back, and then set him up where I can just heal him. Honestly, like triggers somewhat, but obviously they're the best at it, but but somewhat, you know what I mean? Like everybody kind of more of come across the line, ride your horse, stick it on them, set the steer up, let your partner get down the arena more where they can feel them within the first jump where you're winning, every time if you're doing that. So, no matter the steer, you know what I mean? Just kind of always keep the steer, right? That, like I said, the horse for the head horses and stuff, I think they gain a little more confidence, like coming across there, not thinking everything's always so far. They got to try so hard. If they can, you know what I mean? Just kind of come across there and see it. Everything can just stay in rhythm. Just try to keep the rhythm. You know what I mean? Just try to keep the rhythm good. And that's about it, really. Just like I said, just honestly, the haze is huge. So that's what we've been trying on. I've been working on as a healer. If you want to be a badass or a top healer, you got to set the run up for the header. So. But yeah, just that really. Honestly, been trying to work on getting the haze mainly better, and then just trying to keep them fluid. Just trying to be fluid. Just keep it fluid. Just keep it fluid, really. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, and it's nice that you guys are brothers, so at least you have like some inherent knowledge of one another and where you're going to be, and you can talk about. Can you guys talk about it pretty well?
Yes, we do. We do pretty good. We do pretty good. We practice a lot together, and we kind of just, like I said, we talk about it. We don't ever, we just kind of talk about it. Like I said, if he has, if he's got any questions, he'll tell me, or if he says, he's asking me if it feels good, or what do we need to do, or, just what do you think? It's always everything's pretty teamed up, always a teamed up answer usually. So, or we try to figure, as a team, like what works better for both of us. But we talk about it. We are able to talk about it.
That's handy. That's certainly handy.
Yeah. Makes a big difference. Yeah, makes a difference. So.
Now, you've been to this point of the year before, obviously. You've gone the whole year. What is the hardest thing mentally right now for you?
Mentally, right now is just staying clear-minded, as in going to road. Like when when you come out here and you go over the fourth, and stuff, you're going to rodeos constantly, so it's pretty easy to stay, kind of pumped up, if that makes sense. And then kind of the downtime and kind of making sure that you're not getting out of groove or not falling out of sync or something like that in between, just making sure that we're doing the same routine. And no matter if we do got days off, rope the dummy, just make some runs and just try to stay just as pumped up as possible when there's no really, when a guy might, there's not really no reason to not stay pumped up, but just mentally sound and trying to do the right things, and just trying to stay on top of business really right now, just trying to, like I said, this time of the year, I got it pretty, I got a really good chance, obviously, and best chance I've ever had. Obviously, since I've been rodeoing, and same for Josh. We've been, like I said, he's got a good chance as well, and we're just, like I said, just trying not to mess up. Just go have fun, as well, try to have fun, but also just pay attention. Take care of business and just not try to, don't go outside the box too much in a crucial moment. There's no reason to go outside the box on anything, whenever it's, working for the most part. Just try to, I don't know, just like you said, just trust it, just mentally, just trust it, and just stay, try to stay as clear-minded as possible and let little things or something, just try not to just get your mind all off track, I guess would be the easiest thing to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
As in just, getting just watching runs, making sure watching runs in between, just keeping the rhythm, and just like I said, it's keeping your mind just sane. Just kind of clear vision. That's what we've been working on, is trying to see it clear, see it clear more, where then when we take that into, obviously you transform it into winning. That's just seeing it clear. I think just trying to make sure that everything's clear. We don't have, that's really, I guess, mentally clear. A guy has to be mentally clear.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it has to understand, you know what I mean, and just tell yourself that, because now you play mind games with yourself too much. So,
well, perfect. Thank you so much. I know I called you out of the blue. I appreciate it, though.
Oh, you're fine. And I probably talked your ear off, too. So.
No, I'm so happy for you. I've been meaning to catch up with you guys, and it's just been crazy. And so I just was really looking forward to visiting and having you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you for calling.